happy to announce that I have put the Elevate, Reset, and Glow course on school for $12. It is discounted from $59. It is exactly what I teach my clients to do to lose 20 to 25 pounds in 21 days. It is the ultimate reset. It is what I used in 2024 to elevate my entire life, my health, my energy, my frequency, my fitness, and to become the person that I am right now. 2024, as you know, I lost over 50 pounds naturally in 5 months. I was able to get off of high blood pressure medicine. I was able to reduce my liver enzyme numbers was elevated, protein in my urine, and what was that, uric acid, borderline insulin resistant, leaky gut, all of those things. And I break all of that down. So let me tell you what you will get. This is a 21-day real raw reset. Okay, you're gonna eat on this plan. Okay, so don't think you're gonna starve, but you're going to learn how to eat the correct things in the right order, the right way, in order to create an abundance of life. It is not about just eating, overeating, overindulging, and then hating the way you look, hating the way you feel, and creating a legacy of prescriptions, pills, and potions for your family. It is literally about creating a legacy of wellness for your family, for your bloodline. Don't you want to feel better? Don't you want to do better? You can do it, but it is up to you. You have to execute. It is not just going to happen. You have to execute. So let me tell you what you get in the 21-day Real Raw Reset that has changed my life and changed my clients' lives. Okay, so what you're going to get is the gut juice, the happy gut juice, because 2024, my gut, my God, was so bad. It was terrible. I had excessive gas. I had excessive bloating. My food felt like it wasn't digesting. Nothing was going down. Everything made me nauseous. I had headaches, all of that. So I created the happy gut juice. Okay, this is something that I drink every single day, and it tastes so amazing to me. You will get used to the taste. I'm not going to say that it tastes amazing at first, because it doesn't. And sometimes, depending on my taste buds, it doesn't taste good. I'm not going to lie about that. However, I do like the benefits of it, okay? So look, we're adults. We're not children, okay? Everything is not going to taste good. This is not it's not Kool-Aid, all right? So get over it. It's not fruit punch. Get over it, okay? Everything is not going to taste like kiwi and green apples. That's not what this is, okay? Either you want to be healthy, you want to look good, you want to feel good, and you want to lose the weight, or you don't. If you don't, then keep doing what it is that you're doing. If you want a change and you really want transformation, then lock in. Lock in. You have to exchange your old habits for your new life. It doesn't just happen magically. You have to exchange. There has to be an exchange, an investment, okay? And so the first thing that you're going to get is the protocol for the happy gut juice, the recipe for the happy gut juice, okay? Now, if you have a blender, you can use a blender. You do not have to use a juicer, okay? The first year and a half, I did use a juicer. But since then, I've broken 2 of my juicers, and so now I do use a blender, and I prefer that better. So if you have a blender and a cheesecloth, get that, and you can use that. It's amazing, and it saves so much time on the cleanup. Okay, with the same or even better results as far as the juice. Okay, and just keep in mind, you can do this for longer. You can reset every 30 days if you want to. This is literally my lifestyle. Okay, so I am pretty much 80% plant-based, raw. Okay, so raw plant-based, that means salads, that means avocado, that means fruit, that means pretty much salads and fruit and juice. Okay, so 80%, that is what I eat, and then the other 20% I do eat other things. Okay, I may have some salmon, I may have some sushi, I may have some pasta. You can use this Real Raw Reset anytime you want. You have access to it. Okay, so you'll be able to use this anytime. Stop making excuses and execute the play. Okay, it can work. I promise you, I did nothing else differently. Everything that I'm teaching, everything that I'm sharing with you is what I did. Now, I am not a doctor. Let me just say this for the internet. I am not a doctor, okay? I cannot heal you. However, I do believe that God created your body in a way that it will heal thine self if you give it the proper ingredients. Okay, God's original plan, his original formula was fruit and vegetable and fish, which is why I eat fish. I know, contrary to what some of my plant-based raw friends talk about, that fish is full of parasites and all of those things. I definitely do a parasite cleanse every so often, and I definitely detox. So I eat fish that often, maybe like 2 or 3 times a month, and that is pretty much it. I am for the most part raw vegan. I'm sorry, I am for the most part raw plant-based. Okay, but I do eat, like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I do eat. Okay, my family, we cook, I do eat. I'm just not gonna eat the meat. All right, but I will eat some of the sides. I'll eat some of the sides. Okay. But yeah, lock in 21 days. It's on sale right now for $12. As you know, my birthday is August 12th. I am a Leo. Shout out to all the Leos out there, and all the baby Leos being born. So I changed the price for my course. It is $12. You get 21 days. You get the recipe for the Real Raw Reset, the ingredients. You get 21-day meal plan. I also threw in some extras. You get a weekly Zoom call with me. You get daily check-in and accountability. And yeah, you get the protocol that I use for visualization, meditation, and breath work. All of these things were so instrumental in my healing. Okay, someone asked me before, how long did it actually take me to heal completely? I think it took approximately, I would say 6 months before I actually knew, like my numbers started reflecting that all of the other stuff was out of my body. Okay, so I would say about 6 months, but 5 months I had already lost like 50 pounds. And I wasn't trying to lose weight. That was the great benefit. I mean, that was the cherry on top. I was just trying to heal, feel better, and live my life, and not go away from here. Okay, because that is exactly how I felt. I felt like, God, don't let this be it. Okay, and so it is so hot out here. The sun is beaming on me. So if you see If you see me sweating, that is what that is from. Let me show you. When I say sun-kissed, I am sun-kissed. That is exactly what I mean, okay? Sun-kissed. No makeup, okay? No makeup. Whew, it is hot, but I love this weather. Anyone who knows me know I love this weather. Like, I live for this weather, okay? So go ahead and invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Stop waiting for somebody to give you something or some magic potion or pill. You have to do your part. What are you willing to invest? Time, money, your old habits? It's time to elevate, okay? 2027 is almost here. How many years are you going to keep saying, this is the year, this is the year, this is the year, this is the year? How many years are you going to keep saying that? How many years? I literally have made the barrier to entry almost free. It's $12. $12. A $400 value, in my opinion, because this changed my life. I am brand freaking new. I'm a year older and I feel 20 years younger. 20, okay? 20. I feel 20 years younger, okay? Lock in and do the work. I'm literally there with you the entire time. 21 days, you have full access to me, okay? Lock in. If you have any questions, message me. If you're ready to get started right now while the price is $12. Get your family on this. Lock in. I will see you guys next week. This is the Elevate, Reset, and Glow, okay? It's time to glow. You don't need makeup, okay? You don't need any makeup. All right, it's time to elevate, reset, and glow. So let's lock in. Message me if you have any questions. If not, let's get started. Today could be the first day of your new life. Look, I'm having to, it is hot. It is so hot. All right, so let's lock in. I love you guys so much. I want this for you so badly. I really do. I wish it was something like this out when I was going through what I was going through, but there wasn't, so I created it. And I told God, I said, if what I believe you're telling me to do right now, as far as God gave me this protocol, right? This formula. This is God's formula. So through prayer, meditation, visualization, this is what he gave me in order to heal my body, okay? And I told him, I said, if this works and I am healed, I will share this with the world. I will share this with the world. Because people don't know that abundance is their birthright. People don't know that healing is their birthright. People don't know that elevation is their birthright. People don't know that these things are accessible to them right now. Right now, with what we have, with everything that God has provided. God's food, God's formula, God's frequency, okay? This is not about just purchasing another book, another ebook, or another course. This is execution at its best, okay? This is the easiest thing that I've ever done. And I have this every day that I can reset every day, whether I am traveling or not. I will never be big back again, ever. And you don't have to either. So lock in, invest in yourself, and I will see you next week on Zoom. Love you.